Hi everyone, it's Sue and I'm here today to do my collage number 18 for the, we're using the Margarete Miller prompts. Now I have a lot of bits and pieces here on my table. Let me see, the prompts, something sticky. Well, I've got this is actually a sticker, but it's also got pancakes with some syrup, which I consider quite sticky. So that's that one. Something you can wear. I've got these two vintage ladies with dresses, which of course you can wear, and these came from AmyJDelightful's Etsy store, and they were part of the Spring Retro Girls printables. I think they're actually planner stickers, but I enlarged them so that they're the size that I want. I have favorite word. I have two, well, one word but two different ones of it, and that's dream. Now I'm not sure how they're going to fit in with the vintage feel that I want to achieve, but we'll see. A piece of colouring book page. Now I have, whoops, this page here, which is from this one here, Where the Wildflowers Grow. So I've pulled that page out of there, and I might just come out a little bit more. There we go. So there. I've also got, what else have we got? Something with paint or ink on it. So what I'm hoping to do is to use this Tim Holtz stencil and some paint to put on the background. That's what I'm hoping, so hopefully it works. And the other thing is, here it says bonus zigzag. So what I'm going to hopefully do is actually zigzag on my background. Not sure how it's going to work, but I thought I'd challenge myself and give it a bit of a try. I've also got a couple of other bits and pieces. I've got a little apple jam ephemera piece, which again sticky. I've got this little tickety thing which was floating around from somewhere on my desk, and I've also got a couple of scrapbook papers which I think tone in with the colour scheme that I've sort of planned, which were based on the colours of the ladies' dresses. Okay, now the background, the base of my background, I've got my pocket full of bits and pieces. So I'm thinking I've got some music paper, I've got some book page, I've got a tea-dyed grid paper, and I've also got a couple of other bits and pieces that I could possibly fit in as well, some smaller bits and pieces. So my thinking is to work out the background and then zigzag stitch on it. So we'll see how we go. Okay, so I'm not actually going to glue it down straight away because, yeah, I want a zigzag stitch on it and I can't possibly do that when it's in the book. So I'm just thinking, okay, let's just... Now I'm hoping this works because the paper's quite fragile, so stitching on it could be interesting. Okay, so I'm thinking if I pop that there and a piece of this, not really sure how to go about this actually. I was thinking put that down like so. I need to break this up a little bit at least. So I do have this, so I could pop that there. Although, actually, hang on, I've got a better one. This one might be actually better, just to pop it there, just to break it up a little bit. Maybe if I pop that around that way. I think that'll do. I don't want to make the background too busy because as I said, I'm going to try to use the paint with the stencil on there, and I'm also going to try to sew it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these elements down to start with. Let me see, how can I do this? But I don't want to glue it obviously to the pages yet. Okay, there might have to be some trimming involved, I think, but it should work. Just checking I'm on screen there. Now, how are we going on this side? I think we need to move it over a bit. Okay. Keeps moving, it's hard to keep it straight. Okay, now I'm going to have to trim it without, let me see, the top there's right, so let's just remove it from there. Now I hope you can see. So if I pop that across there, maybe a pencil might be useful at this moment. There we go. So I need to go to about there, to about there. Okay. Okay, now just, alright, let's have a look for size. Okay, yep, that's not too bad. Okay, what I'm going to do, just move my book out of the way. A little bit more glue somewhere I just noticed here. Alright, now what I'm going to do, where's that stencil gone? Let's just pop some of this away, or at least out of the way. Where's the stencil gone? Just had it, can't be too far away. Oh, there it is. Alright, so, and I've got a little bit of a sponge there, and I thought there was another one here. Yep, there we go. And I need some scrap paper. Let's just move some stuff. Otherwise I'm going to end up with paint everywhere. Okay, now I'm going to do just a little bit of paint. These ones are very hard to open. It's a little birdie paint, but it's got like a aluminium-y type lid, and once the paint dries, oh my gosh. Alright, I think I'm going to have to go away and try and open it and come back. Won't be long. Okay, managed to do that. Okay, so I'm thinking, actually, maybe I was thinking of putting this, because it's a corner piece, I was thinking that could go in a corner to start with. So I might actually pop this down, because it might be nice to sort of overlap a little bit. Almost covers that whole thing, never mind. So if I pop that there, just take a little bit more off, because then I can kind of stencil over the top and blend it into the background or the page a bit better. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yep, I like that. And I also have just a couple of little extra ones here, which I will tear out because they can go on the page somewhere else, and that will sort of bring the elements together a little bit. Like, won't make that look like it's all by itself. And that means I've also got some bees for another time on the back, so that's quite convenient, isn't it? Always useful to have some bees, I think. Alright, let's just take away some of the extra there. Okay, so I'm thinking if I just pop that up there, and maybe over here, something like that, I think that'll work nicely. So we'll quickly glue that down. Hope everyone's good. We've had some shocking weather here in Melbourne, where I am. Rains and rain. I think it's rained for 2 days or something. It's just crazy. I'm really glad actually that I don't have to go out. I did have to go and go grocery shopping yesterday, which was a Saturday, so for me, and it was terrible. Got soaked coming from the car to the, well, from the supermarket to the car, and then again trying to unpack the groceries from the car to the house. Absolutely appalling it was, and it was so cold. It's not winter here yet, but boy, it felt like winter to me. And I'm one of those people who feels the cold, so I've always got about 10 layers on. And yeah, it was really bad. So I don't know, I think we're in for a cold, long winter. But then our seasons are changing too, I think. Alright, so now I've got to do a bit of stenciling. Gee, I hope this works. Okay, so just dabbing it onto the sponge. When you're doing this, you really don't need a lot of paint. You're better off having less paint and dabbing more, I find. I'll just start at the corner. Now, I don't want it too dark, but I do want it so you can actually see it. Alright, you probably can't see it there, but if I lift it up, you might just make out maybe the flowers. It's a little difficult to see actually. I think maybe if I stick to the smaller flowers on the stencil, it might actually work better. So we might do that. And maybe I do need to go a little bit heavier with the paint. See, even that, it's very hard to see. I can see it, but it'd be very hard on the monitor. Well, so I might just pop a bit more. Try and go a little bit darker. Yeah, I think that one's better. Alright. It is still part of the background as far as I'm concerned too, so it doesn't have to be hugely noticeable. I might just try and go over this part again, see if I can match it up. Okay, yeah, that looks actually a little bit better from where I'm standing. I'll just bring it up. Okay, it's given it a bit of colour anyway. So what I'm thinking, where's the other one? I might do the pink as well. Normally I'd clean the stencil, but it's not too bad, so we'll just keep going. A little bit of colour. I'll just do a bit more pink. Of course that would happen. Doesn't come out and then it comes out all in one big block. We might do a bigger pink area at the top here, I think. not too bad. Alright, what I'm going to do is let that dry, and I will do some zigzag stitching. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm thinking around the edge for sure, but I'm not sure in any other area yet. I think I might do the joins. Yep, I'll let that dry. I'll do the zigzagging and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. The paint's dried and I have sewn around it. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see too much, but I went right around the edge and I went around here and up there, and I also went down here. So maybe the back might show a bit more. Probably not. Okay, but I've done some zigzagging. Now I'm thinking I should glue it into the book and then go on with the rest of it. Yep, okay, glue stick. Alright, happy with that so far. Now the other elements, where have I put them? Of course I've just thrown them somewhere else. I think that was everything. Let me just double check. Something sticky was this, yes. Something you can wear, favourite word, yep, okay. Alright, so let me see, what can we do here? I'm thinking because that's blue, I might put a piece of this here. And I think because it's got zigzag, I might actually use some zigzag scissors. So we'll just thinking a little piece here behind the girl as part of a collage sort of area, I think. And something similar maybe the other side. Let's have a look. Or maybe I can make a label or something there. Not sure what to do with this piece, to be honest. Don't want much because it's quite a dominant sort of design. So I'm thinking maybe a piece that kind of looks like a swatch. Something like that. And maybe another piece on the other side. Something like that, I'm thinking. I do have that washi tape, and I do have this little tickety thing. Just happened to be sitting around. I don't, you know, I can use it or I can not. Something like that, maybe a bit of washi. Yeah, okay, let's have a look. Where can I put the washi? I think there needs something over this corner. Yeah, I quite like that, and I might put a bit over here. Okay, yeah, I quite like that. I think that will do. And what I will do is, I do have my text stamp, so I might just do a bit of text or stamping over the top, and I think that will do. Now I have started to distress the edges to save a bit of time. I did the girls and I did the two, well, this one, so I've really only got the tickets and the word. Oh, and I do have the other words somewhere. I don't know where that's gone. Let's have a look. Now, I really want to do something with this, so I'm thinking I might trim some more of the white off a little bit anyway, as best as I can. It is unfortunately magazine, so it's very thin. And then I like to back it onto some paper, I think, just to make it a little bit thicker. Okay, that's not too bad. I think I'll leave it at that. Oh, I can't get the scissors off. Okay, I'm thinking this, maybe if I pop it onto there. That's not too bad, is it? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Why do they keep doing that? Now, how wide do we need it? I'm going to work on this a little bit. I think it needs distressing, so I'm going to distress this a little bit. Oops, very carefully so I don't rip it. Just take the whiteness off it. Okay. Okay, this is very tricky. Oh, I don't want to rip it, but it's very... Maybe a different glue would have been a better idea. And so far, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use, if I can find it. Okay, I was hoping to use a brown marker that I have, but I cannot find it. I actually don't know where it's gone at all. So I might have to use the black. I didn't really want to use the black because the black I thought was a bit strong. But what I thought I would do is rule a border sort of a thing on here to make it look sort of more like a label. So just a very fine one because it is black. Just a fine one. And I don't want to emphasize the fact that it's not cut exactly straight either. So alright, so that will be the label that will go here. Alright, let's put this all together. So let me just refresh my memory where it was all going. Alright, gluing down. Okay, now I'll just zoom in a little bit for you. There we go. Now that's it so far. I haven't done my stamping yet, and I will distress around the edges. So just using, I think it's potting soil, and text stamp I believe is a Kaiser Craft one. So just a little bit, not too much. Those blank spaces. Try to bring things together a little bit. I will distress the edges and then, oh, no, not done. Still have to put this in. I do this every time. Every single time I forget this bit. Okay. What can I do? Let me see. What have I got on my table that I can use? No wrong colouring. What about a little piece of this paper? And where are those scissors? We'll make a little booklet that fits that, I think. Yep, I'll glue that, stick it in, and it's going to go on this page. And I'll pop that there with a little bit of text stamp on there. That works. Better. A little bit of glue. There we go. That will do. And I will distress the edges and we'll call it done. Okay, I'm happy with that. And this was number 20. So I think I'm still a little bit behind because I really struggle to do it every week. But never mind. I'm really happy with this one. So that's how this one worked out to be. I like this one, it's quite pretty. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. Hope you got some inspiration, and I will see you for the next one. Bye for now.